Okay, you guys, we are back with Love and Marriage Huntsville, and they already started on the first episode after that long break, and they starting with the drama. So, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. LiQWYD. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Kourtney, and this is my Devo husband.
I'm not a diva, man.
I said Devo.
Devo, whatever you want to call it.
You're not that.
I'm just trying to get my stuff together.
Y'all just don't know what we deal with before we even
I can't touch my hat. I can't do nothing. All I can do is sit here.
All right. Let's go ahead and get into it because y'all didn't come for here our marital problems. All right. So if this is your first time joining, let me tell you what this channel is all about. This channel is about Kourtney and Eddie. And it's Devo. This is about, we do relationship topics, reviews, and right now we're doing Love and Marriage Huntsville. So if this is your first time joining, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching us via Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into it before he touches his clothes and his hands one more again.
One more again, baby. One more again.
So we know it's called A Holt Lot of Drama. So it's that's the title, which is cute. But so as we can see, it's opening up and they're doing kind of like a slideshow with each individual talking to them what they as far as their view on the pandemic and what has taken place, and even with Black Lives Matter. And Maurice was saying, you know, as far as his wife Kim, and we know that she's a nurse, she was on the front line doing all of this, and just saying, you know, he even was concerned about her. So, you know, everybody had something going on. Somebody was involved in something when it came to this, you know, 2020 stuff. So as we can see, Maurice is outside and he's talking to a lot of black business owners, and he's talking about the movement and black business town hall meeting. He's speaking on the economic injustice. And as some people were standing up, they were talking about, like one guy was saying, you know, he didn't really think about, you know, kind of like getting some stuff together until, you know, you're in your 40s. And he was like, you know, having good credit, that stuff they don't teach you in school. That stuff they didn't teach you in school. How to, you know, make sure you got a savings account or even have a retirement account. You know, they didn't talk about business ownership and all that stuff. So it seems like that's the stuff they want to do, and they want to be able to educate people, you know, especially in Huntsville.
Well, another thing he was talking about was, you know, is that the system is kind of rigged against them. You know what I'm saying? You know, when a major contract comes to a city, they're not invited to the table, which goes on a lot in big cities. You know, minorities not, you know, allotted the time to sit down and talk to the city for the contracts. And if they do get contracts, they're peanuts, you know, they need to throw them some peanuts. So they was talking about that, which, you know, it's part of the system. So they got to root that part out, you know, of the system out, because if not, we always going to be left behind when it comes to for us to have a seat at the table. So that's part of what Maurice was trying to get, you know, to get at and talk about and bring up. And, you know, to me, it's a good start. I think they need more people to come along. That's, you know, that's in certain parts of in the political spectrum, you know, to help out in that area. But, you know, it's a start.
Yeah. So, yeah, it definitely is a start. It's a lot of stuff that we could talk about when it comes to that, but, you know, we won't. So of course we know they ain't no comeback group, because I know Kimmy made a comeback, can be like the comeback group 2.0 to 3.0 or something like that, but you know, it seems like that is squashed. So.
I don't know, but go ahead. I don't know.
You think
there's a small glimmer of hope there,
or maybe it could
be a new version,
right. It may not be what they were originally trying to do, because we know that the Holts are not, you know, a part of it. So they're now switching the scene and they're going to Love and Marriage Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. And she is joking, y'all.
That was she at.
That's part-time. That's part-time.
She's in Atlanta with her brother. So
yeah, she be in Atlanta, she be in Huntsville, she be in Birmingham.
Ooh, child. Now, Mel was in Atlanta with her brother. She's been staying with him for a while, I guess, you know, 2 weeks. And she was outside and she was talking to her brother about, you know, divorce. So, you know, this is something that she really truly is they're deciding to go ahead and do. You know, as we know, for a while, especially in the blogs and stuff, they've been talking about it, you know, and we knew last season what had happened, but then when that season came on, it was rainbows and butterflies for them, but, you know, everything kind of took a turn for the worse. So she said that in the midst of this pandemic, you know, one thing about Martell, he been coming and going. Like, where you going in the midst of the pandemic? You know, people on shut down, lockdown and stuff. Like, you're not finna bring that stuff back home to her children. So she was bothered about that. And she was bothered too that, you know, her kids are kind of stuck in the middle between, you know, should I go with dad? Should I go with mom? And that's a hard place. And especially their young kids that may not understand. And then they just had a baby, which she is adorable. All the kids are cute, but that baby is just want to eat up. But yeah,
it's tough, yeah, but hey, they made this mess, so they gotta figure it out.
You know, and she said, you know, she don't want to have no open marriage. She was like, no, she ain't in it for having no open marriage. And she said that one thing that Martell is choosing not to leave. So her brother was like, well, you know what? Put him out. Make him leave. And if you want me to come down and help you do it, I'll do it.
Her brother asked for trouble. That's what ain't nothing but trouble, right? Somebody gonna end up catching the case. You know,
and as we can see, they kind of had some words on the upcoming episode, so we'll see. Martell is at home, and he has been on daddy duty 24/7, at least for 2 weeks. So his mom comes over, and she come over and say hey to her grandkids and all that stuff, and them kids so cute. And I think it was the son, I forget his name, but he was like, okay, have a good talk.
Yeah, and the mom came over. She just cut to the chase. She cut to the chase.
You should have been bleeding.
And I see what her mom. I see what his mom coming from. She loves the family.
Yeah.
And she loves her son, but hey, she's not gonna take up for him.
She said, she said, you started
this. You made this mess. You know, this is on you. And she said, I'll be there in your corner, but hey, this is on you.
Yep.
And some parents, they still, even though their child do wrong, they'll try to make an excuse for them and try to make up some kind of reason why they did it, but not her.
Yeah. And then she said, you know, you got to own it. You started, you got to stand in it. And she said one thing about men, she said, you know, because she said the first time you, I guess, repented, but you did it again. And then she said one thing about men, y'all be telling me something, no, but then we give y'all all these chances, but then y'all end up just doing it again.
Just like your dad.
Yeah, she did go there.
She went there.
She did. Don't no child want to hit it in the bad times, just like your daddy.
She see a builder. But no,
she said, y'all men just still step out. And I know you made that comment
but we all ain't like that.
Yeah.
You know, you got some, that's just women, men, doesn't matter. You're gonna have some good men. You know, they might make one mistake and realize, you know, how good they got it back at home and correct that mistake.
Yeah.
But, you know, then you got some men, they're going to make a mistake and the woman going to forgive them. Like, oh, I can get away with this. I'm going to go back out there and do it again and keep on and keep on and keep on like the Energizer Bunny.
Right. Till them batteries go slap out, honey. You throw that bunny in the trash.
All men ain't like, all men are we're not like that. No, we know you got some good men out there.
And you
real
baby.
talk. Real talk, yeah.
Letitia said that so now we moving on Letitia, so now she back at square one.
She did a full 360?
180.
180.
Turn around, honey. Turn all the way around, go the opposite way. So basically now, or 360 because she started at where she was. Yeah. So basically now she's now being a stay-at-home mom
from season 1.
And Marsau is the sole provider. I bet you said, won't he do it? God know how to do it. Stop all that foolishness right there.
Said, hey, he had to bring down a pandemic.
Yeah, okay. I'm quite sure somewhere he was saying, thank you, Jesus. So now he can work that bar they got.
Yeah, he is living his best life.
He probably is. So anyway, so he came in, but I think that Tisha's going to school, so she doing school too. I don't know what for.
Yeah, as long as you go to school at the house, that's fine.
That's fine. Take care of them children that don't want to get on the online to do their schooling. But so Marsau was being smart, but he said, "Oh, okay, you got a career boss lady home. You know, can't you handle all of that or whatever?" So
Marsau, pump your brakes, bro. Get ahead of yourself. You already got her where you want her at. And you gonna rub in her face. Rub in her face. And I'll pump your brakes.
So Tisha said that she was looking for a manny.
Yeah.
Nanny. So and he was like, "For what? Take care of the kids." She's like,
he wanted an assistant.
Yeah, he needed an assistant because she was his assistant.
I want somebody that can work out and talking about good health and don't smoke and all that. I'm like, okay, so you want your little young thing then?
Honey, anyway.
God, you ain't gonna get one like that in the 40s or 50s.
All right, so they started talking about the Holts and what's been going on as far as in the media with them, the tabloids, and they're getting a divorce. So one thing,
it was in the media.
Yeah. I mean, media meaning blogs and stuff. I mean, I don't know about on no news like that.
It wasn't on CNN or Fox.
I don't think so, Chad.
The Holts are breaking up. Breaking news on Fox News.
What you call it?
BEN News. Black Network News. Black Network News. Black Network News. The Holts are breaking up. Why are they breaking up?
Marsau said that he believed that if it wouldn't came out, everybody knew about it, that Mel would have stayed. I
don't think so.
I don't know.
I know because, especially if it's true that he got a baby on the way. Oh man, I don't care. You can. No. I don't think she would stay. Allegedly, yeah.
So let's go on to somebody that I forgot was even a part of this show, and that's Destiny. All right, so let's go on. I had to blink there for a minute. Destiny has moved. Her and LeBaric I think his name LeBaric, has moved out.
Chicken Man.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. All about that. So they have moved out of whatever they were staying, and they bought a home, and they're now in. Well, I guess bought rent. I don't know what their case is.
I think we're gonna say they're in a new house.
They're in a new home, so can't always say bought because we don't know what these people do behind the scenes. But anyway, so. They're there, and she is now tending to her new baby because she has a baby boy. Her and LeBaric, they have a baby boy. So Martell comes over, and that's something I did not know. I knew I missed it, but her and Martell,
I didn't know that.
Were friends. He said 20 years. Before even Mel. So I didn't know how that dynamic went, but we got to find that out. And so he was telling Destiny that they're getting divorced, and look, I know that she been your friend, but you was my friend longer. So don't act up and start acting funny now that I'm getting a divorce. So,
Hey.
That makes sense to
you? That makes sense to me, Martell. Yeah. It really does. Hey, I was here first. You was tight first.
Right.
Don't turn on me now. You know what I'm saying? Don't take her side. You know y'all got close. Guess what? If it wasn't for me, you would have never known her.
Right.
So don't forget what you came from.
And Destiny made it known that, since the pandemic, that her and Mel have been talking more often, and they kind of built more of a friendship. So he said that he did say that Mel's heart is not good.
What he means by that?
I mean, I guess he meant that
smart mouth,
or she's evil. She just.
He's talking about the divorce. The divorce.
Just who she is currently. He was like, basically, she's evil. She's not a good person. So I guess he was trying to let her know, look, this image that she's trying to front, but I'm just letting you know her heart ain't good. And Destiny, go ahead.
I guess divorce will bring the bad side of it.
What you say?
You know what I'm saying? Especially for a female,
let's say that, especially for a female that has been cheated on repetitively.
Yeah, you want payback. You want revenge.
Which is her heart to be or her spirit to be. And then he keep throwing this narrative that she cheated. He got the text messages, or she cheated first. I don't know, but anyway.
No, she cheated. He didn't say she cheated first. He said that she did cheat. Okay. Now, the reason why he cheated is because she wasn't taking care of him at the house.
And we go back to all these seasons where he was talking about these certain sexual stuff. Like, what, child, what? Is you 15? Is this new to you? What is it that you want from the child? I don't think it was just about that. And of course, if you got a side chick, she got enough time to do all that stuff. But you up here got 3 children before the other one came. You got 3 children. Now you got 4. What you want her to do? My gosh.
You done your little rant?
I'm just that makes no sense. That's old. That's just an excuse.
Yeah.
And the side chick, she got time, honey, to do everything because she not with you full time.
Yeah, the side chick do bring a little excitement to the situation.
Exactly,
yeah.
until she became the main chick.
Now the main chick shall become the side chick.
And then you're going to find somebody else to bring excitement to the side chick that you made the main chick, or you married her, or you got a baby by her, allegedly.
It's never going to stop.
Yeah, it's an endless cycle. So deal with the person that you with, make it work, get counseling, get over your ego, get over your... Counseling off TV. How about that? Counseling off TV. Or whatever the case may be. But we know that this is just a lost cause because sometimes you just can't come back from the hurt. So that's one thing that he said that, when Mel do take him back then, she ended up, y'all think she all nice and sweet and stuff, but she ended up being more, vicious or whatever because she's still hurt. She hasn't, and she don't trust you. And it comes to the fact that sometimes you just got to sever your ties and move on because if you ain't got no trust, you ain't got nothing.
Man, I understand they trying to kind of work it out for the kids, but sometimes, like you said, you just gotta let that boat sail.
Yeah, and Destiny said that she was too much. Like, well, do you think that Mel is too much for you? He was like, well, basically, he was like, yeah. He said, but I think that I should treat her like Marsau treat Tisha. Make her submit. Stay at home.
Basically, that's what he's saying. He wants a woman that's gonna stay in her lane. He's gonna be in the forefront, and the wife or the woman gonna be behind him. But with Mel, it's opposite. She's in the forefront, and he's behind her in the shadows.
Yeah, and
it bothers him a little bit.
Well, find you.
Well, you got the side chick, allegedly.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, well, I guess it ain't no alleged because he admitted that he cheated. So he
said
he got somebody. So but allegedly, as far as the baby, so we'll
Parental and Mel says her name too. They bleeped it out. But go ahead.
So now we're gonna move to what is it? Black Cigar. Is that new
Blacks? Yeah.
Blacks.
Yeah, the cigar joint up there.
Yeah. So during this pandemic, they were able to open Marsau and Tisha able to open their cigar bar. Is that what it called? Blacks. So it looks nice. It
looks good.
It looks real nice. So maybe one day we can get a chance to go down there.
I was about to say if I smoke cigars, I probably would kind of pay.
Well, maybe they got a non-smoking area.
That's what you can't go in there. That's what it's
all about. Do y'all got a non-smoking area?
Oh, what you gonna do? You gonna go in there on a cigar joint and don't smoke?
Well,
come on, man.
You don't smoke. You just want to go in there and visit.
What?
Walk in there, see how nice it is, and walk out.
Oh, no.
Anyway,
unless you got some cognac or something up in there. But go ahead.
Marsau and Tish, they were talking about Kamala. And I think I pronounced her name correctly, right? Kamala. Some people call it Kamala. Some people call it Kamala. But it's Kamala Harris.
I think it's
Kamala. So Tish was saying, no. Marsau was looking at his phone and said, hey, Joe Biden just elected, just chose the new vice president, which is the now new vice president, but Kamala Harris. And so one thing he said that he didn't even think about.
Well, Marsau is so old school, male chauvinist, man.
Well, let me say this because I ain't finished it. But Tish was saying, it's so good to see that we have a black woman that's now a vice president, in office, and because it's going to teach our children that they can do anything,
especially the girls.
And they have girls, they do have girls, and so it's like, and he was like, you know what? I didn't think about it like that. I never looked at it from a woman's perspective.
So basically, if he didn't have no daughters, he'd still be stuck in that same mindset. Old school, man.
And that says a lot about him because that's how he treats his wife.
Right.
He don't look at it from a woman's perspective on that man. So he kind of told on himself. So the hosts were talking Martell comes in and talking to the Scotts. So I guess Martell is on a, I don't know, apology tour or whatever.
Please take me back tour.
Yeah, and I don't know, Eddie seems to think not so, but I think that, you know, one thing, it could be that production is, you know, telling him, hey, you need to go and make things right because you need somebody to film with. Because, you know, you can't film with your wife because y'all at odds.
Well, I think personally, like I said, I think, you know, he realized what he did. And since, you know, when you in tough times, you always go and try to latch on to your past that reminds you of the good times. And I think he's trying to latch on to the past friendship he had with Marsau because now he going through these tough times with, you know, through the divorce and everything. So being around people that reminds you of the good times and you know, when you're happy or whatnot, it helps out, especially mentally and emotionally. Right. And that's why I think he's reaching out to Marsau to kind of mend those fences between them two. So,
well, that's good observation, but now I don't know.
She said production. We need to keep this show going.
That's what they do. Hey, you better mend them friendships, honey. You got to have somebody to film with.
I said they got Destiny to take their place.
You got to have somebody to film with. Okay, so Marsau was saying, you know, because when he came in, Tish was like, ooh. And then he was like, "What? Well, who was that?" And then it's like, "Oh, okay." So they wasn't at no. They was not at no.
Hello.
Yeah. They was not looking like they was happy to see him. And then I don't think it was.
I don't. It's part of that, but I think he was kind of shocked, surprised.
Yeah.
You know,
or I didn't know what he was coming to do.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That, and you know, so they kind of was caught off guard and didn't know what to expect. So,
yeah. So he did say, look, you know, I ain't come to start none. I just want to apologize for the stuff that, you know, took place in the past. A lot of stuff he just threw Mel under the bus. A lot of stuff I was hearing from Mel, and she was telling me this and that. That's what you do when you go through a divorce. She was telling me this and that, and I just believed it and I ran with it. So, you know, Marsau was like, you know, okay, that's all well and good, but when your friend, and you know, because we had a real good friendship and real friendship, when your friend come in and you up there lifting weights, and he said with your B, he called you a B, you know, so he was like, you know, that right there, that hurt. And so he was like, well, you hurt me too.
Well, he said that, but he was talking about when Martell said something about him having 20 women, that hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Because you try to mess with my marriage.
Yeah.
And like Marsau said, you know, words is okay, but it's all about your actions. Yeah. So we're going to have to sit back and see, you know, how you're going to act. And I can tell Marsau was really hurt, man.
Yeah, he was.
And, you know, and I guess so. That's what's been your boy through college and everything. Y'all come together and y'all try to build up Huntsville together, and all of a sudden y'all get on TV and go sideways, and your boy lies on you, try to mess up your marriage because his marriage is, I can kind of see, you know, you being hurt and, you know, you feel like you've been betrayed.
Yeah.
So hopefully, you know, Martell came in there with the right intentions, and they work things out, and you know, it's gonna be a slow process, but you know, hopefully if they got the right, you know, mindsets and intentions of being friends again, they'll make it.
So let's move on to Mel is dropping by to see Destiny. Destiny told her, look, girl, we finna work out, so, you know, make sure you bring your clothes to work out and everything. And so Mel pulled over her cute little dress on, and she had a mask on, but she only had a mask on for a minute, so I ain't understand the point of that, because you hadn't been...
They probably had a little thing, and temperature's fine, go ahead, take your mask off.
And so, or they did a test before they got
15-minute test. Yeah.
So Destiny said that she didn't want to bring up the fact that Martell had allegations of saying that she was cheating. So she didn't want to ruin that. She didn't want to get her mad and stuff like that. So she didn't want to bring that up. But Destiny was talking to her, and she was saying that, you know, her, as far as her and what's the name, LeBerick, you know,
already.
He hadn't been taking, you know, like she been kind of all in with the baby. Sometimes he don't get up, and she was like, she feel like he done checked out. I was like, well, child, y'all just got married. Both of us looked at her watched at the same time.
Dude said, I'm at the Holiday Inn. I'm checking out.
Give me my ticket, and
man,
I
y'all ready, man. Come on, man. Dude, if y'all don't get that together soon, y'all gonna have some issues.
Y'all
man.
just weren't ready for this show.
That, and y'all probably wasn't ready, period.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
Yeah, so.
But sometimes people are gonna get married for the sake of being on TV.
Oh, yeah, but she was already pregnant, too. So, before she got married. So, yeah, they just ain't ready, man.
Was she already pregnant?
I think she were, yeah.
Usual?
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
She was pregnant, then she went to the...
I can't remember.
I think so.
Don't worry about it. It ain't that important.
Oh, why not?
Cause
just be in news. Why is that important?
Because we don't really know them like that. Get that? They done threw these people on us. Y'all remember they just threw those on. We don't know them.
I don't like when they do that, man.
Yeah, we don't know them like that. Y'all ain't give us no warm up friend to the show, nothing like that. Just threw them in there.
They're like, what's the name for Marriage Huntsville? So Fluffy. That's why I didn't like Fluffy.
So Mel was saying in the confessional, like, look, y'all need to get that together because it's already some red flags. Y'all don't want to end up like me and Martell. So yeah, y'all need to check that. You need to go ahead and check that and put it in this place.
But the difference between them two and Martell and Mel is Martell, he take care of them kids, man. Yeah, he take care of them kids, man.
He do. I know. I don't believe there's just a lot of social media hype.
I actually think he does.
Yeah, I think Mel would say the same thing because man, you leave a man for alone with some small kids for 2 weeks.
Hey, I don't care what you have to say about the dude, man, Martell, but when it comes to them kids, man,
he do that.
He do his thing, man. He do his thing.
He produce them and he provide and he take care of them.
And he wants them too.
Yeah, that's true.
We about to find that out in a few minutes.
Yes. So Mel said that she was telling Destiny, as far as between her and Martell and stuff, and so she was like, look, I done took care. I was with him when he was broke. I was with him when he had that receding hairline. Cool. I was with him when
I heard that tonight.
Crooked teeth.
When I heard that tonight, I was ooh, I gotta cut my head because y'all ain't gonna see them head like dude. I was gonna cut my hair, man. That was cool. I said, why did Mel do that, man?
You felt that?
I felt that in my soul.
So now let's move on to the juicy boy. So Mel is coming back home. She was dragging her feet trying to, because she really truly, she knew it was finna be an explosion when she come back home. So she been gone for 2 weeks for her brother. So evidently they do this 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. They kind of switch the kids around 2 weeks.
Man.
That is rough.
That's rough.
And so she's coming back in, pulling in the garage. She don't look happy. She was like, "Hey, Martell."
It's like she wanted something. She wanted to start something to me.
You think so?
I think when she.
I think she wanted him out the house.
That plus when she was over there with Destiny, she was saying, "I want him to say something to me." You know how she was just getting herself all hyped over there.
Really?
Yeah.
So so she was just like, "Huh?"
Yeah. Oh, really?
I mean, I didn't see it. I really didn't pay attention to it. So I can't remember that because I didn't really pay attention to that. But that was just what you saw.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
So anyway, so they spoke and stuff like that. So he called the kids down, and because it seemed like they was finna already get into some heat.
Smart Martell called the kids down at a barrier. Called them down. Hey, kids, your mom here. Cut that out real quick. She's not gonna snap in front of you when in front of the kids. So call the kids down so she can kind of pump her brakes, man, because she's not gonna do that in front of the kids.
So yeah, that's what he did, and so kids came down. She played with him for a little bit, and she said, "Y'all go back there so we can talk." And I don't know if they get another house. I know that house I think is fairly new and it's nice because that's where she filmed that show it in that kitchen. Because I've been wondering where that kitchen coming from. Because that kitchen was, she would take pictures in the kitchen. Okay,
in the kitchen. Okay.
So they must got another house because she was saying no, you need to go to, because he thought that she was gonna go to the house for the other.
I didn't understand.
Yeah, so they must have another house somewhere in Huntsville. So she was like, no, you get your stuff and you get out and go to the other house. I'm not leaving.
That's what I don't understand. So she comes there. And he's supposed to be leaving that house, right?
Yeah, to go to the other house.
To the other house. And he decided to flip on her and want her to go to the other house. Right. They stay there.
Right.
Oh, that's kind of trifling.
And then it's the fact that, okay, so they saying that he want the kids not to be switching houses.
He want the kids to stay in one house and they just alternate the house between him and Mel.
That's crazy. No, you don't know. That's crazy to me. Like
he knew
rotating parents. Like no,
he knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
he knew he was just saying that to get into Mel's mind, playing mind games with her to get her riled up and push her buttons.
Yeah, and he did exactly that.
That's why he was so cool, calm, collected when she was going on.
Exactly that. Let me tell you something. I done been in Mel's shoes, honey, and I done been right there.
It wasn't with me.
No, it was not with you in my first marriage. So I have a lot of empathy, sympathy, anger, frustration. That right there. Because sometimes people will push your buttons and you all of a sudden you start balling your fists and you just really and truly want to punch. Because at that point, she really and truly, she wanted to hit him.
I think the final straw was when he said, well, yeah, in the divorce decree.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get the kids. I want to custody the kids, full custody the kids. That right there. And he knew it. And when he did it,
she said, I would have knocked you in your bleep, bleep, bleep face.
And that's why I think he's lying too.
What?
I don't think he requested.
He put that in there.
Yeah, because he said, well, you ain't get it yet, but it's coming to you. Because his lawyer's supposed to talk to her lawyer, and they ain't got the paperwork yet.
Right.
But I don't think he did that. I don't think so. Because he knew that's going to be hard to do anyway.
And then he said anything she tried to do. And see, that's why divorce is so messy, because nobody plays fair a lot of times, and the other person sometimes really and truly don't want to get the other person nothing just to make them happy. But he was like, I don't want the kids in Atlanta. I don't want to be kids going back and forth, so I want them here. So, yeah, we're going to,
It's all like a chess game when it comes to divorce, especially with that divorce.
And he was like, I want what's best for the kids. What I got a problem is when you try to throw the kids in the midst of it. You really and truly not saying what's best for the kids. You just saying what you want to say because you know it's going to get up under her skin. So stop trying to put the kids in it. It's really not what's best for the kids.
Martell was being petty and messy. And like I said, he won that argument because Mel fell for it. Yeah. She fell for it. And she got so upset that she wanted to punch the guy. And when a woman gets to that point, man, it's like it's going to take a while for her to calm down. Yeah. And that's what he wanted. Martell wanted that. He wanted to get on her skin to see, does he have any kind of power over her, any kind of control over her. And the way he gets that control and power is using the kids. And that's what he did. And he knew she still was like so, he got her, man. He got her.
And she said, and he said something, about he don't want the kids in Atlanta. She was like, listen, I don't want that, they move the camera so you can't read their lips when they start calling folks' name. But she was like, you been having that girl around them kids, my kids. I don't want that girl around my kids. We already know who that girl is.
Then he said something about, well, I heard about something in Birmingham.
They do. I got the text message. She was like, who? I ain't stepping out on you. Like, I ain't cheating. I ain't doing none of that with nobody in Birmingham.
Is she though?
I don't know about that, but we know. I ain't been saying that. We just know. We just see the billboards in Birmingham.
There's a lot of billboards.
Who the person allegedly could be.
There's a lot of billboards
that she was with.
Hey, man. Okay.
And let me tell you where I get it from, because I ain't finna tell y'all. I just came up with this after air, but it came from Love and Marriage Huntsville, Straight No Chaser Facebook page. So that's where they put it in there. So, that's what. All right, you guys, on that note, I hope you guys got a chance to watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. I would say for the first episode, it was pretty good, so I wasn't disappointed. So I do hate that the Holts are going through this. Honestly, I do. I know it's for our entertainment, but it's their real life, and I've been a male, and I've been in her situation, and I was not in a good place, and I do understand where she is. So I was in there with my first husband, not this one. Never will I be in this with this one, but thank God this is a good man.
Well, this is how I feel about the first episode. The first episode was, it was alright, you know what I'm saying? And I understand it's a slow burn, you know what I'm saying? You got to build up to it. Maurice and Kimmy, they had a guest appearance on the show, their own show. God, Destiny didn't have more time than they did.
That's true.
So, but overall, it was all right.
All right, you guys, on that note, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to do what? Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you comment down below. I hope you guys are watching. And we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you. And we'll see you on the next video. Deuces.